My project will be on composite use in aviation. The motivation and reasoning behind this project is I have a real fascination with composite aircraft, whether that be in the general aviation, commercial aviation, or military. I think composites have such an upside for aviation and what it can do. And that starts here with what a composite is, just a fiber matrix layup or makeup, which it really allows the designer and engineer to choose what you want, because you can choose what fiber you want, what material you want to use, and you can choose what matrix you want, with thermoset, thermoplastic resin, whatever you want, you can choose and you can design whatever you want on your aircraft. And with that being designed, you can see that a graphite epoxy, boron epoxy, glass epoxy, comparing a tensile strength per density graph, you can see that it's 2.5 times as strong as titanium, steel, and aluminum. So you can see, if you have a part that you can have tailored to a specific load, that using a graphite epoxy or boron epoxy, glass epoxy would be extremely beneficial compared to just aluminum, where you would have more weight with less strength. The elastic modulus per density is the same, so the graphite and boron epoxy you can see is over 4 times as strong as the common aerospace materials, aluminum, titanium, and steel. And with every upside, our professors always told us no free lunch, so with every upside there's always a downside. And one of the big downsides with composites is the repair time. So composites are very delicate. They don't take damage very well. So if there needs to be any repair, anything that needs to be done, it takes a lot longer. It's a lot more expensive. You can see in this graph right here, you can see that most of the time in repairing composites comes in the removing moisture and the curing process. And that's something that Boeing's actually and Airbus are working on right now to decrease these times. Whenever an aircraft's on the ground working or being worked on, it's losing money for the company. So if you can decrease the time for repair procedure, you can increase your sales. So that's something that's being worked on right now. Getting into each facet of aviation, so we'll start in military aviation down here. This is actually the F-35 that uses 35% composites by weight. Decrease the weight by 15% in the aircraft. It said the engineers could have used more composites where they wanted to, but they understood that composites brittle, they wanted to use 35%, and they believed that number was the best for performance and maneuverability. They didn't want to add any more. You can see the green here is all composites on the outside. Moving into general aviation, or commercial aviation, I'm sorry, the Boeing 787 is a 50% by-weight composite aircraft in the primary structures. Its first aircraft to be more than 50%. You can see that it's roughly 15 to 20%. It'll decrease the total weight. The Boeing 787's decreased weight by 20%, which increases performance, which is awesome. But again, it comes at the price of extended repair time. In general aviation, I'll use the SR-22. General aviation has really seen a lag in composite aviation due to the price. That was the other downside of composites, is the price. And general aviation, you can go buy a new 2021 Cessna 172 Skyhawk for $170,000 or $350,000, whereas a brand new SR-22 that has this glass epoxy laminate fuselage, 270-pound beautiful fuselage, it's over $770,000 for in 2021 brand new. So you can see how in general aviation, it's a lot of people who are just love to fly, don't have the money to, won't be able to spend money on the SR-22, whereas commercial aviation really sees the benefit of decreasing the weight. You can have more passengers, more money, and more revenue. In the future direction of composites, there are now composites being worked on. You can see down here. During initial testing, it's a metal polymer ceramic composite that increases stiffness by 30%. It increases the damping for 200%. So obviously in aircraft, vibrations is a big thing. So being able to increase the damping would be a great thing for the composite world in aviation. Overall, composite use is great in aviation. There's no free lunch, so some of the big things to go over right now is price and repair time. It's such a hard battle to fight, but I think there's such a great argument for composites in aviation for what it's done already and what it can do. Thank you.